podcast.
I don't even know what to say.
You know, I'm in the same boat as you, man. So, you guys, like joking?
What?
So we're gonna move on. So our first topic today.
We're not even gonna do an intro.
That was the
That was the intro. That was the intro. Keep up.
So, what kind of music you guys been listening to lately?
I actually do have a topic for an answer for this. My friend recently sent me this song that I kind of like. I don't remember the guy's.
Mom.
Yeah, it's called "Doing Your Mom" by
Doing Your Mom.
Patty Spence. It's called "Drama." I don't remember what. I think his name's Steven. I remember his
name
first
is just Steven.
Yeah, Steven. Drama.
You could have made this whole thing up. That's like the most generic like names of all time. It's just you thought of two words.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I really like it, and I've been listening to it, and it's very like Queen inspired, so I really like it.
Yeah.
What wait, was that a or
I don't
a
like Queen.
He doesn't like Queen.
Oh, I forgot.
I am opposed to monarchy, as I don't think that's very democratic.
What do you think about Lizzie?
Who?
The person who's dead.
What are you talking about?
Elizabeth?
Yeah, Queen Elizabeth.
Oh.
I called her Lizzie because we were close like that.
Yeah, you knew her like that. I mean, I didn't know her
awesome.
personally, but I know she had the golden Nintendo Wii.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
true.
And then it was being sold on eBay for like $100,000, and no one bought it.
I mean, what are you gonna do with a golden Wii?
Look at it.
Yeah.
Play Wii
Enjoy it.
Sports. Yeah, that wasn't
Yeah.
even like Nintendo didn't even like sponsor that. That was some random dude who sent that.
What?
Yep.
Like that's like terrible. He probably should have gotten sued.
Yep. Almost definitely, yes.
Well, I mean, I guess it was
Anyways.
back then, not today. So what are you
The
gonna
music
say?
I've been listening to is I've been listening to a bunch of random songs. Mostly stuff that I found from random Toontown animatics, because just everything is Toontown to me now.
He
but they're
sees
actually
the
pretty
world in
good.
Toontown.
Josh
Josh sees a businessman walking down the street, and he's like, "I'm gonna spray him with water."
I'm gonna spray him.
I'm gonna throw a pie in his face. No. So one of them was, I forget the name. It was like Vending Machine of Love or something. That one was a weird one, but it was really goofy, and I liked it. There was Snobism, which was like this Japanese song. That one was pretty cool.
Mhm.
Also, just a bunch of random other stuff. Also in the realm of Toontown, I've been listening to a lot of the Manager Battle themes for no real reason.
Yeah, I mean, the Corporate Clash soundtrack is good.
It is very good.
On the OG soundtrack, I also liked that one, but that's like nostalgic.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No,
the other song I've been listening to a lot, I don't remember how I found this one, was, I believe, called The Ballad of Smokin' Joe.
Ooh, I know that one.
Did he smoke a lot?
Yeah, I like smoking.
Not you, the guy in the song.
No, but he made other people smoke.
True, do you smoke?
Yeah, I smoke a lot.
Yeah, I know. That's why you sound like that now. It's because your voice.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is a voice box right now.
Dude, it would be so awesome if you did a face reveal and like it was
And I
like
just had a voice.
you turn on your webcam and all we see is smoke and it slowly dissipates into your face.
Yeah, into
would
my
be
face,
awesome.
and I'm just like, "Hey guys, how are you?"
Yeah. Yeah, you have to use one of those like little voice things on your neck.
Yeah,
Just
I've actually met someone with one of those.
Oh, that's actually sad. I actually feel bad for those
Yeah.
people. I'm sorry.
And it was
for
like on
making
a
fun of
Boy
your
Scout
tragedy.
trip too, and it was like one of those like, oh, you shouldn't smoke or you'll end up like me. And I was like, oh, okay, so then how did you end up like that?
I'm sorry for making fun of the tragedy, but I will do it again.
I don't. What tragedy?
Them losing their voice because they smoked too much.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna. I can't control myself. I'm just quirky like
Like
that.
when you see a blunt, you gotta
Me
light
when I
it.
see the full moon.
Speaking of the full moon,
No, don't tell him. He's turning.
sure. But remember a few weeks ago when we talked about the I voted sticker?
Yeah, go on.
No, actually.
No, go on.
But go on.
The one, do you not? Okay, Josh.
I do remember.
Josh, you
wasn't
were
on that episode.
there. Was he? Was
No, he
can't-
wasn't on it, and then I guess he didn't listen to it because he doesn't like us.
yeah. He hates us.
It depends which episode it was.
It was one we were with. I think Frank. What? Why are you laughing?
Oh, it's not that I didn't listen to that one. I just blanked most of it out. Because I don't know. Pods with Franco
Oh my God.
turn out to be such a fever dream for some reason. So I just block most of what happened in them out.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
Chew, you talk at like 0.25% speed.
Am I?
I was
Am I
looking at
lagging?
you. I was like, he was talking so slowly.
I will
No,
be
you're not
honest,
lagging. It was just your talk. Your words were so slow.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of out of it right now
That's fair.
because I'm also just like looking at stuff in the background.
Oh, what are you looking at in the background, Chew?
Digimon stuff.
Okay.
Tell us about
I like
that.
Digimon.
What Digimon are
Digimon's
you?
really cool. What Digimon am I?
Yep.
Armadillomon.
That's not real.
I can't
He
tell if it's
is!
a real
Said
one or
an
not.
animal.
He
then added
is.
Mon
He
to
is
the
real.
Can't just add Mon to the end,
In
didn't
the
you?
show, he has a country accent, and he evolves into an Ankylosaurus named
You don't have a country
Ankylomon.
accent.
Yeah, but I think he's cool.
Well, okay. You made that up, though.
Yeah. I'm not.
You made it up. So,
Here, this is what Armadillomon looks like.
That is an armadillo.
Yeah, that's Armadillomon.
I think you drew that.
No, yeah, just now.
Yeah, you sketched it up real quick.
Yeah.
It's your
just
your
went-
OC. Do not OC.
Yeah,
do
that's
not
my
steal.
OC Digimon.
Yeah. For real, man.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to have to put that on screen. I'm not going to remember what this is. So I'm going to have to listen to the entire thing.
If Teeks doesn't put it up on screen, look up Armadillomon.
Kill my editor instantly if he doesn't put it up there.
Send out 10 billion nukes to his location.
Yeah, fuck you, editor Teagues.
He's gonna censor you.
Oh.
He's gonna censor
No.
you out of the entire podcast.
No, editor Teagues, don't put a bleep over every single word I say. It's going to sound like Morse code. I speak.
Honestly, that would be a really fun episode of,
That would
of
be
the podcast.
That would be
Of
so
what? Just
stupid.
Teagues in Morse code?
No, it's just we censor whoever like one person on the podcast, but it's like a guest, and they have to try and figure out who the guest is. And once they do, then we post the actual uncensored version of the podcast. It's like a mystery.
I thought you were going to say
I
something
don't
about, I'm not going to lie, I
think
legit
I-
thought you were going to say Mr. Beast instead of Mystery.
No, I can't talk about him.
No. But I can. So anyway, in today's Mr. Beast... No. I don't know, man. You know, today, dude, I'm not gonna lie. It's been like a depressing day today.
Oh,
Because
so
like we're getting closer to winter, and like winter is just I don't know, man. I'm not a winter guy. Do you guys
I'm a
like
winter
winter?
guy.
I hate the
I
winter.
do like winter.
Dude, it
Well,
gets
I
dark
hate
at it
you.
gets dark at 3 p.m.
I did notice
Yeah.
today, yeah, it was like getting dark at like 5 and like it feels like 8
That's
p.m.
so dumb though. Like I don't want it to be dark all the time, and then I can't go outside because it's like cold.
I like sleeping.
I believe you.
I just I don't know, I just prefer the cold to the hot, and where I am it's almost always hot, and then we have like 1 week of decent temperature and then it's winter.
Yeah, I agree with you, Josh. I much prefer the cold than I do the warm.
Well, I like 90-degree days.
What do
Good
you
for
do?
you.
What do I do? Like on
Yeah.
90-degree days?
Yeah.
Here.
Well, I go outside.
What do you do?
I run and
What
I
do you
shoot my
do?
bow, and I water the crops, and sometimes I eat things off the vine.
Like what? Like berries?
Yeah, wild berries I find. Sometimes I start seeing things, but then I just learn to avoid those.
Yeah.
I know you meant like probably crops, but when you said I start seeing things, I meant like horrors beyond. Yeah, oh my god, I'd cut that out.
I'm not. I
Energy,
can't just cut
leave that
that.
in.
Cut that out.
No,
I messed up. You have to remove it. No.
I need you to. Yeah, I fully stroked out there. I thought you meant like horrors beyond
You were
comprehension.
what? You're stroking it on the podcast?
And by itch, I mean to my mind.
No. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know, dude. I just don't like this time of day, you know. Or time of year.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I also don't like this time of day because this is usually the time that we all talk. I fucking hate it. I dread it.
Oh,
Yeah.
imagine it's just you just have a countdown set for every day of the week we have to do
Yeah.
the pod.
Yeah, man, dude, it's
Yeah.
like you remember,
Yeah.
like it's like when you were waking up like before school, and you would wake up like 10 minutes before your alarm, and you would just think about how much you didn't want to get up.
Is that how you feel about hanging out with us?
No, but that happened I think every day when I was in school.
That is fair.
Dude, I don't know what it is because alarm. I don't know. Usually alarms just work weird for me because I'll turn on alarms when I need to, but like I'll wake up without it.
I have a weird thing when it comes to alarms because earlier this week I had to get up super early for something, but I also had stayed up late the previous night just hanging out with you guys. And literally
Oh.
all throughout the night, up until like waking up to my alarm, I was just like waking up and then falling back asleep. And I feel like I've learned that sometimes if I'm anticipating an alarm or having to wake up early, I guess it's sort of like a thing of like my body will also anticipate it and be like, okay, I need to make sure you're waking up every so often just to make sure you don't miss your alarm.
Right.
Yeah. Why not just
No,
make
I
your
have
alarm
that
better
too sometimes.
so that did your alarm not just wake you up like instantly?
It does, but it's just, I guess I'm just anticipating it so much that it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah. I used to set my alarm to like FNAF jump scares, and I literally woke up immediately. I would also put like my phone like right underneath like my pillow, like under my head, and so the vibrating. I thought I was like actually there was like an earthquake and I was about to die, and I would wake up so fast. It worked. I did that I think for my entire like senior year of high school.
That does sound effective, yes.
But yeah, I don't know, man. So y'all do anything special today?
Oh,
I'll take that as a no.
I had to get up early for this one. So my college has like this required 0 credit class you got to take, where it's basically just here's like the basics of stuff you do at our school, and
That's pretty normal.
most of it is entirely online and entirely easy. And honestly, all of it could be online, but they insist on having two like sort of things where you have to actually be there and interact with other people. And one of those was today, because it was originally scheduled for much earlier in October, but then they were like, "Oh, we goofed. That's fall break. Here's it a month later, really early in the morning.
Oh,
Have fun." And so I got up early this morning and then went to that, and that's about the only special thing I guess that's happened today.
oh,
oh,
Yeah.
that sounds fun.
Thanks, guys.
that's awesome, man. Today I made a Blue Sky account, and I'm not gonna do anything with it. I might post like drawings there. I don't know. Maybe.
I'm gonna be honest. I only use Blue Sky to like likes things and just look at what's going on.
Oh, I'm never gonna look at other people's posts on there.
Whoa!
I do need to make an account.
'Cause,
I've been
okay.
meaning to for like
Yeah, because I don't even know that many people I'd like want to follow on there. It's just I feel like it would be easy if I put like certain things on there. If I just upload it to my profile on there, and then if I want to show people certain things, I just link them my profile, and I don't have to keep posting like the same things in random Discord chats. You know?
yeah.
Because like that's how it is. Like whenever I draw something and I want to show it to someone, is I don't know. I'll just end up posting it in like so many places.
Yeah.
To the point where I don't actually know who's like seen stuff, so you know,
Yeah.
it's fun. It's fun, and also it also plays into another project I've been working on a little bit today.
Exciting.
Ooh.
Well, technically,
What do you have planned?
It was one that you told me to do like 2 weeks ago, and I never did it. So
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I was like, okay,
What?
I have literally zero plans for what I'm going to do with this, but that's probably for the best. So yeah.
I tasked him with something, and then he was like, "Okay,"
Yeah.
and then he never did it.
Yeah. It's my little fantasy thing, man.
Ooh.
Little fantasy comic thing.
Oh, that I really like that actually.
For the audio listeners at home, I draw comics once in a while. I'm not good at it. I just do it because it's fun. Like I literally said, I think in our group chat earlier, like I don't want to be good at it because
Yeah,
that would ruin the point. I don't want to have.
Honestly, I love the quality that it is now.
Yeah, I want to just be like stupid. Yeah, that's the point. So yeah. So let me ask you a question then. If you want to make what if you could add like a new state to the United States, like what would it be?
Canada.
All of Canada is its own state.
That's a good question. I really don't know.
Who would be in charge of Canada then, Chu?
No, that's not my actual answer.
Oh.
I'd make Oklahoma too.
Where is Oklahoma too?
It's like that very thin sliver between Canada and the US. It's just that.
It's a really long. It's like Chile.
It's very thin and very long.
It's like Chile, but to the extreme. It's just super
Yeah,
long.
exactly.
I thought you were gonna say that thin strip of Oklahoma, like you were just gonna cut off that tiny piece of Oklahoma.
Dude, that strip does make me angry because, like, why? Why does it have to be like that? Why do you have? Why
Can
do you
I change my answer?
Dude, imagine living in that really
gonna
long
do that
strip.
now?
Yeah. Can Oklahoma 2 just be that little strip?
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna stop you.
I think there's just like in that one strip, there's like maybe 2 cities.
It's just like, why is that a thing? Because imagine living. I live in the Oklahoma, the long tube thing. It's like that's really cool, man. You live in like probably one of the dumbest places on the planet. I would want. It would be I would make a state called Groggingsburg.
Where would it be?
It's sandwiched. No. It's like you know those. You know how in like South America, there's a country inside of it. What's that country? There's a country that's like inside of South America. You know, not South America. It's South Africa. I'm stupid.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? There's so many countries.
I was like, do you mean Brazil?
I don't know why I said
what is he talking about?
South Africa. What's the country that's inside of South Africa? I actually don't remember, but it would be like that. It would be like that, except it's inside of Minnesota.
No, like there's a country called South Africa.
Oh,
and then there's
Are you stupid?
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Lesotho is what.
Oh yeah. It would be like Lesotho, but it's inside of Minnesota.
And that would be Groggingsburg.
Yep. And it would be, dude. It would be the border would be shaped like a perfect. You know that like Peter Griffin pose where he's like he has his fists on like his hips. It would just be the perfect imprint of that, but in Minnesota.
How big would it be?
Kind of.
Yeah, kind of big.
It would be bigger than like Vermont, probably.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, because I've never met someone who lived in Vermont. What a stupid place. It's like I don't know. Vermont and New Hampshire just make me mad because like why are they the same shape but like rotated? And why are they so like tiny? Like what have they ever done for me?
What have they done for me? Me specifically.
What can Vermont do for me as a person? Now, why is it here? I don't know, man. True.
Yeah.
Oh, you were silent. It was like,
yeah. Sorry, I forgot I had push to talk, and I've just sort of been talking, but then I was like, wait a second, I don't think they can hear me.
No.
Anyways, what's up?
Well, do you like Vermont?
Next topic.
Knuckles.
No, I mean, I just don't have a strong opinion on Vermont. It's sort of like one of those things where it's like, it exists. Cool.
Why don't they just combine Vermont and New Hampshire?
What would the state's name be?
New Vermont. Hampshire.
New Vermont. Whoa!
New Vermontshire.
Okay, I was about to ask, why does Vermont get to win?
But the Vermont won. They fight over Vermont won.
That's really fun. That's really fun. Why does Vermont get to win?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they just fought better. I don't know. How many people live in Vermont? Like 20 people.
Yeah, and how many people live in New Hampshire?
Like 19.
3? Oh.
So, it's going to be a hard battle. Dude, I don't know. I was like they could combine them and then that would leave enough room for Groggingsburg.
Oh, true.
Okay.
And what about Oklahoma too?
Oh, well. Yeah, we can just have an extra one. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's
Who's
just there.
Who's keeping count at this point?
You know.
You know?
Oh, that reminds me. So I did have another topic I wanted to talk about if we're done with this one. So apparently, I've learned over the years that many people do like the rules of jinx differently.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Like jinx, like when you say the same thing as someone else. And
Oh, what? I don't call it that. I'm not from where you're from.
Then?
Saying the same thing as someone?
Like at the same time.
Yeah, that I don't have like a term, a unique definition for that. It's just or a unique name for that. It's just, hey, we said the same thing at the same time. Wowie
I thought
zowie.
that was like a universal thing. It's definitely not a southern thing. Chu,
Well,
are you familiar with this?
I mean, I know Jinx, and I also thought it was like a universal thing.
I don't. Is that what you say whenever you say something at the same time as someone else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you did it.
Jinx.
Oh.
Yeah, I've never done that in my
no.
entire life. I don't.
Yeah, but I've learned over the years that it's sort of like a small game, and people, quote unquote, play it differently. It's like when I say Jinx, that's just the end of it. I said Jinx, and we're like, haha, got him. I said it first, and that's it. Other people are like, now you owe me a Coke or
Yeah,
like
you owe me a Jinx. You owe me a soda.
Yeah.
What?
You've never heard of
No.
that?
What?
That's like one
It's
interpretation.
psychotic.
Now let me talk about the way my girlfriend's family does it, which is the weirdest and most insane thing to me. And it's that if someone jinxes you, you are not allowed to speak again until they say your full name out loud.
Yeah, that's another thing.
What?
I've
Who does
never
that?
heard
No
of
one has
that.
ever done that in the
That's
world.
That's one of the
I've
rules.
never heard of that.
What is
before
wrong
she
with
told
your
me.
family?
And it's,
I
and
mean,
it
we
is
don't
still
do it
the
often,
weirdest
but I just know
thing.
that's a rule.
We
But it is
don't
still the weirdest
force
thing.
each other to not talk for that often.
Yeah, it only happens sometime.
So then you could just never say their full name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they're not allowed to talk.
It's
Well,
it's
that's-
not
what?
when I forget if it's when the person who jinxes them said it or if it's just anyone. But
What?
I don't know.
What?
I think it's anyone.
Anyone.
You people are weird.
I agree on this one. I'd never heard of that rule, and it is the
Why?
weirdest
Why?
thing to
Also,
me.
the other alternative is you have to buy them a Coke, and it's like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. No, the economy is in
It's not
shambles.
specifically a Coke. You
I
can
need
just
to
buy
afford
them any
food.
soda.
I can't buy you a Coke. I need to survive myself. I don't care about your game that you just made up because you want things from me.
Well, you owe me a soda. That's how it works.
You didn't say it.
Well, if you say Jinx, you owe me a soda. You owe me a soda. And
I don't even
sometimes
like
there
know
are
you.
variations.
I
of
don't
the
know
rule.
who you are.
Sometimes there are variations of the rule where if you say Jinx, you owe me a soda, you're not allowed to talk until you buy someone that soda.
Oh my god, I just dropped my
No. I just know the only way I participate in Jinx is I'm like, haha, I got you. All the rest of the rules, I know about some of them. This one I agree with you, it is super weird.
No, that's normal.
It is super
not-
weird
you
that
can't
you
just
just
say it's
can't
normal.
talk.
It's normal.
It's normal that I force people to buy
It
things
does
from me
surprise
and tell
me
them
that
that they
you're
can't talk
completely-
for a month.
That you're completely unaware of Jinx.
I don't
That
do that.
surprises me so much.
I am a normal person. I
Yeah,
just
so
go
am
about
I.
my life. No, you're not, because you force your family members to not talk to you.
Well, you do, it only applies if you say Jinx, like you can't speak.
Okay, so why? Why would you do
It's
that
fun.
to them? That's
Because
suffering.
then because they have to make someone say their name. Then
No,
yeah,
no,
Yeah.
no. This is like I'm talking to you. It's like you just told me about your like religion that's like evil, and you.
yeah. I'm telling you about my cult.
I feel like it. I feel like that sometimes when you tell me about the things you've done in your life. I don't even like
Technically,
know
this-
you anymore.
Technically, the synonym of Jinx is akin to like hex or curse. So
Yeah,
yes,
I'm cursing
that does-
you.
That does make sense.
No, I don't believe you.
Jake, my psych attack.
You need to read more like medieval literature to know how to do that.
I do know how to do it. That's why do you think they can't speak?
Who can't speak?
You.
What? Dude, this is a great. I'm having a great time. I think I need to pull out my, you know.
Oh, dude. For the audio listener, no, the witch's brew.
I'll be having that one.
I still want you to make that.
I might.
I honestly don't remember what you're talking about.
Well, you'll see.
Do you listen to the end of the last podcast?
I did not.
Then
Oh, you need to
you'll be in
through
for a surprise.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I just drank water really loudly.
Yeah, carbonated water in a can.
Oh no, I have a water bottle. Because, you don't want
So
to get hydrated.
I like to imagine every time you do that, you just do it for the sound effect and then throw it out.
No, it's right here.
I think that's water. What was that?
That was an angry bird.
An angry bird. Man,
Yeah.
You should go as an angry bird for Halloween. Well, no, you can't because it's November.
Yeah, I was about to say, what do you mean?
Oh, imagine if you show up to work in an Angry Birds shirt. Imagine if you showed up to work in like a where the fucking three like the Alvin and the Chipmunks, but like the really bad 3D one, like a T-shirt.
Oh, like where it's just like the A.
Yeah, you know.
What?
Alvin
A
and the
for
Chipmunks.
Alvin.
You should wore like a 3D Alvin and the Chipmunks shirt to work. You should do that every day.
Oh
actually.
yeah. Yeah, I have a back tattoo of that.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm glad that you remembered me saying that.
Yeah.
I don't believe you, Chew.
Dude,
Why not?
Listen, for a long time now, I've been trying to convince Chu to get a full scale like back tattoo of the 3D Alvin and the Chipmunks.
And not even like just the chipmunks, it's like the entire movie poster.
And like the box of the movie, I want you to do that. I think it would be cool. And then you have to get like really dude, imagine you go to the gym and you take off your shirt and start lifting with the 3D
People
Alvin
are
and
like,
the Chipmunks
is that
tattoo.
an Alvin and the Chipmunks?
It's like, wow, that guy's so
Is
cool.
that an
He knows
Alvin and
something
the
I don't.
Chipmunks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
is that in Alvin and the Chipmunks?
I don't think that's how
No,
that
that's-
works.
No.
I never watched those movies. Actually, yes, I did. I don't remember.
did.
I wasn't old enough to remember them though.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't
Yeah.
remember them either.
I
Actually-
remember tiny bits and pieces.
I said I wasn't old enough to remember them. I really hope they didn't come out in like 2012.
Let's see.
We can look it up.
They came out 2016. I wasn't old enough to remember those.
2007.
2007.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely wasn't old enough to remember those. I remember like it's like my memory of those probably is like an AI generated video. That's what it would look like if you look through my memories. It's like
Oh my
so
God.
faint. It would be so like dreamlike. Which, by the way, have we referenced that there's like that new AI Minecraft thing?
I think I talked to you guys
talked to you
about it,
about
but
it
it wasn't
in-
on.
Yeah, when we were just hanging out.
Pod.
Yeah, which
and
don't
I
know.
told you guys I played it. It's a fever dream.
Yeah, I honestly was considering trying it just for the meme, but I was like, no, actually, this might be like too scary for me, unironically.
Yeah, genuinely,
'Cause,
it is like kind
Uh,
of terrifying. where-
Okay, I do fine with like horror games and movies and stuff, and I don't really get disturbed by media, but like AI, whenever I'm watching any kind of AI generated video, I get like actually like just so creeped out. Like I legitimately am uncomfortable.
I understand what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
Even
I
like
remember-
AI images sometimes, dude.
Oh yeah, like I remember when AI was like first came out,
Yeah,
and it was like, what was that? It was like the video of this is gonna sound stupid. Will Smith eating the
Yeah.
spaghetti,
yeah.
but it was like very like uncanny and just
Yes.
freaky looking.
Yeah. And they've tried to redo that one like with more recent models, and still is just weird. But
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Because I was scrolling through like Baldur's Gate 3 mods, and a lot of them ended up using like AI generated thumbnails, and I like actually had to click off
Oh,
because I didn't
gosh.
like seeing them. They were like making me
Yeah.
uncomfortable. Dude, I would honestly like. I'm not gonna be offended if you just go to Google Images and find like a random stock image. Just don't use like AI because it's not gonna look good.
Yeah.
I'd rather it's just stupid than like actually like ugly and kind of disturbing.
Yeah.
Because I don't know,
That
dude, it's
actually
like so
aggravates me
uneasy to
about
look at.
the main place I see a lot of AI generated images now is like Roblox. Whenever I'm just scrolling
Yeah.
through, 'cause so many people use them.
There are games
It's
that
like,
use
dude,
that.
it's not that hard to just make a dumb, like, little thumbnail.
No, and honestly, like it's weird because like they're trying to emulate the ones that are like actually like they have effort put into them, the ones that are like rendered in like Blender and stuff, and it's like
Yeah.
people actually are skilled at making these. It's not gonna look the same. People can tell, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's because I don't know.
Yeah.
Roblox is so full of like slop these days.
Yeah.
I remember when games were just using the default generated thumbnail and still getting like the most players online, which back then was
Yeah.
like 800 players.
Ooh. Yeah.
If you had
Still seems
1,000
like a
players
lot.
on your
It still
game, you were
seems
going
like a lot
crazy.
to me.
Yeah.
I know,
that-
like,
except-
nowadays, it's like
Nowadays there will be
thousands.
games with like 200,000 concurrent players, and it's like that's more than some real like games.
yeah.
It's like, dude, oh my god, like every elementary school in the country is playing this like at this very moment.
if I just made a game, not even a Roblox game, but just any game, and it got 800 concurrent players, or just even 800 people who play it in general, I'd
be like, that's
over the
awesome,
moon.
man.
That
Yeah,
would be amazing.
800 concurrent players is like actually very impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Because dude, it's like I don't know. It's like it's also weird because like dude now and also there's like Twitch streamers who will have like just on a normal stream like 30K concurrent,
That's
yeah.
insane to me. Yeah.
which is like I would not feel comfortable actually being listened to by that many people at once.
Well, what would happen if you were in Jerma's shoes, where if he's like hosting a stream where he's just be rambling on and just doing stuff to like 20,000 people? What would you do?
If I was Germa,
Yeah, what would you do if you were
I
Jerma?
feel like he probably wouldn't.
I don't know.
I feel like if Teagues ever reached that point, he would just be like, I don't want to do this, and he would just make a new account and stream over there instead.
Honestly, maybe that's I haven't thought about that because like I don't plan on getting to that position in life.
Yeah, that's for Chew to do.
And also, to be fair,
Yeah.
that's kind of what Jerma has done because he's like basically retired and he just streams whenever he feels like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know because here's the thing. I think I understand like it would be fun. I think like 1,000. It's like that's a good amount of people. That would be fun.
Oh yeah.
But to be fair, I don't have a lot of experience with like live streaming types of audiences. I've had like real life like concert audiences when I was acting. Like I was acted in front of like 3,000 people one time, and that feels a lot different and like more manageable to me because it's like they're actually in the room with you. When it's online, I don't know. It feels like it's just I can't gauge their reactions. It's like
yeah, I mean, you kind of can, but even then,
you,
like
read
it's
chat.
so many people. Yeah, like even then, like if you're looking at chat, it's so many people, and chat is like going by so fast that where it's like kind of hard to get an individual opinion.
Yeah, but also it's like
just
online,
at that
so
point,
it's
it's just text on a screen that's scrolling by.
Yeah, and also from not even from your perception of them, but their perception of you is going to be so different because they're just looking through you at a screen, and they might just have you on the background listening to you.
Yeah,
or you know, like it's gonna be so much different from like an actual like real performance. I don't know, but also
Of course.
it's hard to really compare them because like they're not at all the same. Because when you're performing something for real, you probably are not going to do the same kinds of activities as you would on live stream. There's like very little overlap.
Yeah.
Except, I mean, I guess these days they're like live podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
We'll do
people
that.
playing video games live on stage at like conventions, and it's like I
Oh my god.
don't understand this. This isn't my kind of thing. I don't know. But yeah.
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 But yeah, I think we've talked about that before. I don't understand the appeal of those sort of things where it's like at a convention, people are just playing or just talking or doing a podcast on stage where it's like at that point you're just go and listen to the podcast. There's no difference where if you're doing it live.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I guess I don't know. That sounds like less appealing because with if it's just people talking, I don't want to be stuck in the same room with them.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah, I would if it was like music, I'd rather go to a real concert than go see it on Twitch. But like, it's just fucking people talking. It's like I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna, I don't need to sit down and see that live. Unless they're doing something like actually like very unique, but in that case, it would be hard to call it like a podcast, I guess. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah. I don't know, man. That's just about my perspective as a performer. I know what performing do you guys do?
I mean, I've streamed like 2 times ever.
Those are like cozy streams though, because it's just like a few people watching.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
all
just
friends
me
and
playing
people
a
are chill.
game and going live because I feel like
yeah,
Well, that's like fun though. That's like fun streaming.
yeah. That's chill though.
Yeah. Because just like people, we're all hanging out, and there's like not expectations for you to do certain things.
Right.
I mean, I have expectations for you, Josh.
I have expectations for you too. When are you gonna fulfill those?
You know.
Awesome.
Yeah, but I still don't know.
I think you'll be a funny streamer.
I think so too, but I don't know.
But you're not gonna know until you try it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
You can't stream while you're shrunken.
Oh, help me! I'm small.
The enlarging rate.
Okay, thank you, T. That was such a stupid bit.
Oh no, I did too much. Okay, thank you, Tiggs.
Oh, Tiggs, you need to shrink me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll figure it out at some point.
At some point, as in like
Some point.
never.
Yeah.
I didn't remember because you've been saying that for like a year.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I just genuinely don't know.
You fucker. Okay, so anyway,
What was that noise?
Like how we went from having like a deep discussion to just not.
But yeah.
having a topic.
Anyways. But yeah, Josh. What were you saying?
Was Josh saying something?
I don't. I stopped talking.
Why?
Oh. Okay.
Because you asked me about acting experience, and I don't really have much outside of.
It wasn't acting experience.
Well, I
it was
guess
performance, man.
Oh, performing. I guess also technically, when I was in elementary school, there was this thing at nearby arts center called Arts Arising, and as part of that, I was a part of their music program, which was just a bunch of like 9-year-olds. So it wasn't very good. I have a ton of stories about that place now that I think about it, actually, because it was like a summer camp type of deal, and I did it for 4 years before I quote unquote graduated from it. But if you were a second year or above, then you would stay an extra week of the camp, and you would like put on a play. So I did that a few times. I was the most fabulous extra in every scene.
I actually also did a similar thing. I did like I did like a summer workshop thing a few times where it was like a bunch of the youth would put on production, and we were all like cast into specific roles. Actually, one of those, it wasn't during the summer, it was like a spring thing, but it was like this big deal for my theater, and that was actually when I played as Charlie Brown. I was the lead in the musical, Charlie Brown.
Ooh.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep.
Actually, do you mind if I say something real quick about the Arts Are Rising thing?
Oh, go ahead.
So when the first year I did it was awesome. We the kids, with like some light adult guidance, basically wrote the entire thing. And also every year
Intriguing.
of the camp. Every year of the camp there was like a theme, and we had to make the play fit the theme.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
But we did a really good writing job. And in every year after that, I really wanted to stop doing it. In fact, I think the last year I opted to not do the play, specifically because over the years they slowly started letting us get less and less involved, and it was basically just we were now putting on a play that they were writing, which took all the fun out of it.
Yeah, that's annoying.
But also, some funny highlights. There was one year, I think it might have been the first one, so I was really putting my all into it as a 9-year-old, as you do. And it was like a fairy tale sort of theme, I believe. And I was an extra. And because this was a random rinky-dink little art center, we didn't really have much to work with. So, among other things, as extras, I was apparently, to my parents in the audience, the most into it, like, sword fighter in the entire audience.
Dude.
Like, one time we had, like, an actual, like, tiny little fencing lesson, and me and this other kid were just going at it, and apparently all of the other kids were just, like, not doing really anything. And then me and this other kid were, like, leaping around a little bit.
Dude.
We were, like, just landing blows. We were doing all the moves properly.
Dude,
it was
you're
awesome.
the GOAT. It sounds like you're the GOAT.
Yeah.
Everyone else sucks.
Dude.
Also, a few scenes later, I was reduced to being like 1/4 of a closet for the grandma from Little Red Riding Hood died in.
1/4 of a closet? What do you mean?
Yeah, like I said, we didn't have much to work with, so I had to be part of a closet.
It's like,
one of the other people was like a door, and they had I didn't have any lines. I played like 3 different roles that year as an extra.
Yeah.
One of the other people who's an extra was like the door, and they did have a line, and their line was just like to make a creaking noise.
Oh, dude, because if you play as the closet door, that's like they didn't want to give you a role.
It's not that they didn't want to give you a role. It's just that we had so many kids and not enough to do, and also we didn't have props.
I know, but it's like that's the role they give to people when they don't have any roles left. They just start making up closet door.
Closet door.
But yeah, it's fine because I think actually one time I was doing this like student production where I had to lead basically everyone. But I don't remember, it was for some like class in middle school where we all had to read out like a script and act it out, and like I wrote out all the blocking because I was the only person who like gave a shit or like knew anything, and everyone just goofed off the whole time. And so basically this one guy, I just gave him the role to like he held a sword for 5 seconds and gave it to me, and then he never appeared again.
Yo, that's awesome though.
Yeah. And that was his entire role for the entire thing. But
was he
fine.
like just like a knight or something?
No, it was like the Excalibur thing, you know, sword in the stone.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
and basically he was the stone.
He was the stone.
He was the stone.
his role was he was a stone, but he was like a statue, so he kind of like stood up and like held it in like a position, and I just grabbed it and he walked away. And he was never seen again for the rest of the play.
Ah, yes, the infamous moving statue. As soon as you take away its only possession, it leaves.
Yeah, you had to find a new job. So yeah, I don't even know. I'm trying to think. I don't even have a lot of like funny like stories from like acting. I have some like other performance stories. Oh no.
Yeah.
Jude, you've been in a play before, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been in a couple.
Yeah, man.
I don't really have any like super funny acting stories. It's just
okay.
There were I lied. There's one where it's not really funny. It's more just like looking back, it was kind of annoying.
Yeah.
So one play that I was in was I don't remember the exact name. It's like a Connecticut Yankee in like the Round Table or something like that. The story is like it's just some guy from Connecticut, like some kid from Connecticut gets transported back in time during the Dark Ages of like the Knights of the Round Table, but it's not like historically accurate at all. It's like very much the fairy tale version of it.
Yeah.
And like start affecting people with like modern lingo and like modern innovations and things like that.
Sigma. You want to know what I wish it would have been? I wish it would have been a random kid from Connecticut, but when he travels back in time, it doesn't change where he is, like, geographically.
Yes.
So he's just in the middle of Connecticut.
That'd be pretty funny, but no, it's like very much a stereo. I think the original version was like just a random adult dude, but like the play version was much like more kid friendly. But anyways, yeah. I played I think his name was Clarence the Lowly Page.
You've mentioned this. You're a lowly page.
Yeah, and I remember like the biggest scene that I'm in is like I managed to overhear like an evil plan, and as I'm leaving to go like to warn the others, I'm like interrupted and then magically hypnotized to think that I'm a chicken.
Oh,
awesome!
Yeah, so
that's awesome.
that was like the biggest role that my character had, and then. I remember I was supposed to have like a secondary scene where like the main character sees that I'm acting like a chicken, and of course during that I'm supposed to go from one side of the stage to the other. However, in one of the performances, they just for some reason they just managed to. I don't remember who it was. It might have been the main actor. He managed to skip over that entire scene by accident. Like he set a scene from later in the show, and so everyone else had to like just kind of improvise and figure out like what to do. And this was like an actual performance. It wasn't like a rehearsal.
Oh, was he a fucking idiot?
I don't know. But anyways, so I had to somehow go behind. I somehow had to go like behind stage and go from one side of the stage to the other. But the problem is on this middle school stage play show, there was just like there wasn't any room like for behind a curtain. So I literally had to sneak behind like the background props to get from one side of the stage to the other. Yeah. And then I had to do it very quickly. So I might have been spotted. I might have not been spotted. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, anyways, and so, but yeah, so anyways, that's my one funny story that I can really remember.
Mm-hmm.
I've always really liked going backstage.
Yeah, it's fun.
You were never you never did scene? You never did tech?
I did tech.
I've done tech at least a little bit.
Yeah.
It was neat.
Yeah.
I've told you my stories of doing tech before, Deeds.
Yeah. I don't remember. Were you the lights guy or were you the sound guy?
Yeah. I was sound guy, but it was also that one time of where I didn't get.
Yeah,
they did for some reason didn't send me. They didn't tell me that that rehearsals were starting, so I kind of
had
to
learn
improvise.
everything in like a week.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I'm trying to think if I should pull this story out of my ass, because I do have a story, and it's like actually I think the lowest point in my entire life.
I mean, that's up to you.
Well,
that is entirely your call.
Because I'm exaggerating because it wasn't that bad, but like I just when I was 16, I was in this death grind band, and basically the last time we ever played, this guy threw an industrial sized bag of glitter at us.
What?
Yeah, and glitter got fucking everywhere, and you couldn't get rid of it for like months.
I hate that so much.
And so we were so like dejected that we never played again.
That's so mean. Why would he do that?
I mean, dude, okay, you have to realize for hardcore shows it's like actually not that bad.
Oh.
Wow.
Actually, why is there a blue thing?
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. That guy knows about hardcore shows. I don't know, man. So yeah, that's my entire story. I don't have like fun performing stories aside from that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I like the stories I told before was that's really all I had. I mean, there was also, I think the only other time I really performed was, I think I've told you guys, it was like the Music Man musical.
I actually still don't. I don't know what that is, to be honest, because I don't know musicals.
It's like I don't remember. It's like this guy shows up and he's like a scammer. And he tries to sell the entire town on like not playing pool tables. I don't remember the plot. It's weird.
Yeah, I know that. I know that now.
I've got no clue what you're talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking
the whole
about.
shtick is like, oh, he's trying to sell the town, but in like, I remember like there was a piano for some reason. I don't.
Wasn't he trying to sell like marching band outfits or something?
Yeah, and then but he was also like trying to get people to stop playing pool because it was like, oh, it's corrupting kids' minds.
Yeah. Otherwise, I don't know nothing about that. But what did you play a funny role in it or something?
I think I played one of the members of the barbershop quartet.
Oh,
wait,
yeah,
I
the
know
high
what you're
notes.
talking about now.
Yeah, I was the high notes. Yeah.
This is like Sincere and Lida Rose and that stuff.
Yeah.
Man. Dude, I wish you still did music.
Are you talking to Chew? I assume you're talking to Chew.
Were you at one point a musician, Josh?
I mean, I was in a band.
Aside from band?
Aside from band?
Yeah.
Well, if you must know, in that Arts of Rising program where I was in the music program, I was singing.
What were you singing?
I don't remember. Whatever the
Mom, doing your mom.
Not that. No.
Dude.
I actually really enjoyed singing, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before, but one day my parents recorded me singing in the shower, and I didn't like it. And
that was so messed up.
And so I stopped singing.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah, no, I'm actually like, for some reason, whenever I record, I'm like terrified of people hearing me, which is why I insulated my closet so much.
Yeah, that's
fair.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Do you not do that anymore then? Well, I guess it's hard for you because you live in a dorm now, so you can't actually do that.
Yeah.
How often do you sing in your dorm, Josh?
I mean, I hum sometimes. That's about it.
That's not singing, though.
It is not. You are correct.
What about you, Chew?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you sing?
No.
Why not?
I mean, like, I don't really think I have a good singing voice.
What do you mean? Well, maybe you just don't
Wow.
know how. Maybe you just need to do it the right way.
Okay, show me how.
Yeah, that's how you sing, basically.
Jinx,
No?
you owe me a soda.
No! No!
You have to open me on.
Dude, that guy knows how to sing.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, man. If you guys picked up an instrument or did something musical, what would you do?
You pick that.
Theremin.
That's pretty interesting, actually.
If you had just had to get, if you got into music, like what would be like your the first thing you'd like look to do?
I want to look into chiptune trackers. I've been thinking about it for a bit.
So you'd kind of like want to like compose, produce.
I'd want to try it out at least a little bit.
Yeah. What about you?
Like
Chu?
it's cool. It's cool to make stuff.
What about you, Chu?
I don't know.
Chu?
Yeah.
Chew.
You could
Hello?
become the recorder guy.
Dude, I would be. No, that's your thing.
No,
You're the
not
recorder
anymore.
guy.
Not anymore. I can't do that anymore. I've given
Why?
up. I've given up my recorder. I've stole all of my recorders.
What do you mean you've stolen all your recorders?
No, I've
Just
sold all of them.
Oh, I thought you said I thought you said stole.
How many recorders?
I
have
paid
you
this
had?
guy. I paid this guy to break into my house and steal them all, so it would make it look like it wasn't my fault. But
How many recorders did you have?
no, he doesn't get the bit chat.
I don't.
Yeah, he doesn't
Well,
get the
technically, when I was a kid, I had a few recorders, I think, but they were just like the stupid little plastic things, and I didn't know how to do them.
Oh yeah.
Because I wasn't interested in learning the recorder, because the recorder's not really like interesting to me.
Yeah.
But yep.
That's actually, you just brought back a memory. Okay. So actually how I got into Arts Arising is you had to be recommended by like the music teacher at your elementary school. And the reason I got like an invite or like recommended or whatever was apparently I was really good at playing the recorder as like a 7 or 8-year-old.
Wait, you're the recorder guy.
No, I'm not.
Chewy,
because-
you're
You're
the
the
recorder
recorder
guy.
guy?
We found him. We
No.
found the recorder guy.
We found him.
I passed the
It
curse
sounded
on.
just... No.
No, I'm not.
I'm not the recorder guy. No. Because I still think I sounded as bad as any average like 7-year-old on a recorder does, with that they're being forced to play like hot cross buns on this shrieking piece of plastic.
Wow, a shrieking piece. You were not happy.
No, recorders sound like death and terror.
Dude, you realize
It's
that
like
there's
the
some like
Aztec
professional
whistle.
recorders that get played in like orchestras?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're great. Not the fact that they make like every 7-year-old learn in quotes how to play the recorder.
No, man. It's just easy for them to make in like one plastic piece that gets also sold in this little plastic packet thing that
Yeah.
it's like this long tube that you pull it out of, and then it's just they're all the exact same.
Yeah. I preferred like the little like bonk tubes that would make a note. I liked those.
Bonk tubes?
Like the colored tubes that you would hit on something and then they would just make a note.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I know those.
yeah. I don't know. I'm like actually trying to actively search my brain for any other instruments I would have played like as a kid. But
Kazoo.
I did not play as a kid.
Why?
No one like plays kazoo.
You never got a kazoo at like a 99-cent store?
I'm sure I had a kazoo
No.
at one point, but it's not like that was something I was particularly interested in playing or like learning. I think it's just been fucking like guitar for a long time. That's just I like guitar.
What kind?
What kind of guitar? I like a lot of kinds of guitar, man. I have a and I have my acoustic guitar. It's like a dreadnought. And because I'm not really too into like concert style, and I like the dreadnought just because it's I don't know, I like the fuller sound. I feel like it sounds better in a mix that way. I have two electric guitars, my Telecaster and my Stratocaster. I really like my Stratocaster. I also play bass, but I only have one bass guitar, and I don't feel like getting another. I was going to talk about that for way longer until I realized that like isn't interesting.
Need to go back up the main menu.
So yeah, I don't know, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're just looking at me. I'm just the gorilla in the zoo again. You're just expecting me to talk about my music setup. It's like, I don't know, dude. People aren't gonna find this interesting. I guess I can talk.
No,
about
go on. Do some tricks for us, Monkey Man.
Well, I have a bass. It's a precision bass. It's a Squire because I didn't really feel like paying the full price.
You have a Squire?
That's what it's called, except it's not spelled the same way. It's Squire.
Oh, interesting.
But it's a Squire, yeah. And for electric guitar, well, I use thicker strings so that I can tune it to D standard, which, if you didn't know, is a full step below standard tuning for guitars, because it usually is tuned in E standard. But I have my range is lower because I was literally a contrabass in choir, so I can't sing as high as I would want for E standard. But also, actually, my Telecaster is almost always tuned to E standard because I need an E standard guitar. And also, it doesn't sound good when it's tuned lower or with really thick strings because it wasn't built for that. But yeah, then I route my Stratocaster. It's into my amplifier, which is just a solid state bass amp. Which like people would make fun of me for doing that, for not having like an actual amp and cab and everything. But like I don't care because it sounds good, and I get all the distortion I actually want out of my pedals because I always use basically for a main project. All with the rhythm guitars, I double track it. I pan it all the way to the left and the right on 2 tracks. I just record it twice, and all of that is on a rat pedal, which is I think my favorite distortion pedal. And for lead sound, I will turn on the blues driver and run that into the rat pedal. And yeah, but I don't know. I don't really know why I use a bass amp for that. I just prefer the sound.
Wow, man.
Neat.
And like, I don't know you had me talk about that because like no one's gonna understand that. It's just yapping at that point.
I don't have much
to talk about
to say in response. I don't have much to say in response, but I really like hearing about it and like.
Well, it doesn't make sense though. Stuff. It doesn't make sense.
I'm slowly picking up on it.
Yeah.
That was so interesting.
You're host.
No, it actually was interesting.
I don't believe you.
What do you mean? I like hearing people talk about their interests.
Do you though?
I actually do.
No, well, the last time I was telling you about my band, you slapped the guitar out of my hands.
Yeah, and I said, "Shut up! We're not talking about
Get a real job and start paying taxes."
Yeah, and start paying me.
I am the government. I am the IRS.
Give me your taxes.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I could talk about it for a while, but that would only work if it was like a solo podcast.
I mean, there's
which might happen one day. There's a chance it's gonna happen one day. It would be really funny if one day there is an episode where I wasn't like here and it was just you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know how we would do that.
Yeah.
You have to record it and send it to me.
Yeah.
But yeah. You guys Well, you don't like music?
I
Yeah,
do
I
like
mean,
music.
I'm not good
That's
at
why
it.
I have such an interest in listening to you talk about it.
Yeah. I don't know. I could keep talking, but it wouldn't be interesting, so I'm not gonna not.
Okay.
So what wow. What do you like?
Anyways,
What do you like, guys?
I like
I like
bread.
Toontown.
You do like Toontown.
Yep.
Yep, that's all.
Any guesses as to what I'm currently doing?
Oh my
with
god.
hands? Any guesses as to what I've been doing the entire
For
time?
an hour and 12 minutes.
Oh my god.
Using daffodil gardens. Fishing.
He's fishing
Yeah.
for an hour and 12 minutes.
I've actually also wanted to play that game recently, but I don't have time. Well, I do, but I would have to take the time from other things in order to make that time.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
entirely understand.
So yeah, maybe if more of our friends got on for once in a while, maybe I'd be more interested in playing. I don't know.
Who are you talking about?
Just like in
You know,
general.
just some of our friends who have tried the game and didn't keep playing it with us.
Damn, they sound like they suck.
Yeah, and they probably
Personally,
have
I'm more
small
talking about the
nutsacks.
people who have like told me that they've told me that they want to try it, and we just haven't gotten around to it yet. I would really much like to.
Yeah, and I'm
so
talking to the
some.
people who have played it a couple of times and haven't kept playing it with us, and said that they don't want to.
I mean, that's their decision.
No.
They're free to make that choice.
And they are, but like they probably are really stupid
And not handsome and ugly and fat and
yeah,
stupid.
probably they probably wear those ultra square glasses. perfectly 90-degree angle.
Yeah, and they have like probably like the white tape in the middle of them like a nerd.
Oh yeah, and he probably wears braces.
Yeah. And probably like and probably like a white button up with like a bow tie and suspenders.
Yeah. Rainer is typing. I
Anyways,
was looking at the Discord group chat. It says you were typing.
Yeah, I actually hit the enter key.
Yeah, because by the way, your Discord nickname for me is Drainer.
It's I know it I was like it probably still is.
Yeah, actually, I think it's been that way for like over a year.
Yeah, I think it's been like that for like at least 2 years.
Probably, yeah. Because you're a Drainer, man. You love Blade.
Yeah, and then I gave you the nickname of King Bong.
Because I'm King Bong. That's for real.
yeah.
I've never. I don't smoke.
Of course.
Drinking though.
It sounded like a zipper.
Yeah, it did.
Oh.
Bro was zipping it up.
If you know what I mean.
And by
Oh
it,
man.
And by it, I mean my jacket.
Yeah. So is that that's really all you had to say, huh?
Yeah.
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 You know what I have to say?
What?
What?
Wah. Wah, wah.
Wah, 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 wah.
Wah, wah.